Allocation starts with a simple question. How should I distribute the units that I have invested in? It sounds straightforward, but the answer can determine millions of dollars in revenue, margin, and operational costs over the course of a season. Consider this. You are a large retailer with 500 locations in North America. Some large formats, some medium, and some small. You have an inventory of 50,000 units of a single item arriving at your distribution center. The question becomes, where should those 50,000 units go? The traditional approach is to allocate by last year's sales volume, or perhaps store footprint. Often retailers will group stores into an ABC format. The large A stores getting the most inventory, while the smaller C stores receive fewer. This approach will ensure that the large stores have sufficient inventory to cover the higher volume. But let's look at this another way. Let's ask a different question. Let's ask, how many units will a store need to meet the expected demand? You see, when basing allocation on last year's sales, you are missing a key opportunity. Lost sales. When a store runs out of the item, sales comes to a halt, but the demand is still there. So last year's sales does not account for what could have been sold if there was sufficient inventory. This is most apparent in the smaller stores, where volume-based allocation inhibits customer service levels due to stockouts. Furthermore, demand for one item might be high in some large stores, but not in others. This is especially true for highly seasonal items, as well as items specific to a region. The result? Sales are lost, customers leave disappointed, and an opportunity is missed. Likewise, too much inventory can impact the bottom line in multiple ways. Capital investment is tied up sitting on the shelves. Markdown pressure erodes gross margin. Reactive measures that are meant to correct the issues incur heavy costs through increased labor and logistics. But there is a solution. Demand-based allocation. At Churchill, our AI-based demand forecasting software solutions provide the demand visibility needed to allocate inventory with greater precision, helping some of the world's largest retailers reduce financial leakage before it starts. And because Churchill integrates with your existing retail systems, there's no rip and replace required. Ready to take the next step toward demand-based allocation and forecasting? Give us a call today.